Yeah, greetings everyone. Once again, Shalom Ufoma Erude is my name. I'm glad to be here again, responding to questions that will be emanating from the discussion. Thank you very much. Corruption, as a topic in Nigeria, has gained momentum over the years. And for me, corruption has come to stay in Nigeria. The earlier, the better. And also, it has eaten down into every fiber, micro level. That is to say, at the family setting, even individually, corruption is inside us. So the earlier we know this, the better for us. So for me, corruption is an inevitability. Thank you very much. What a very interesting question. Well, like I said earlier on, corruption is an inevitability regarding the Nigerian situation. As regarding this particular question, I see corruption as something that is increasing at a geometric rate. That is to say, each generation passes the baton of corrupt practices to the next generation. And striking about this metamorphosis or this multiplier effect about corruption is the fact that the next generation tend to do more havoc than the previous generation. I would like to take you back to history. Corruption in Nigeria dates back to its existence. However, we could see some visible manifestation about corrupt practices in the activities, the willy-darling activities of the then Minister of Finance of the First Republic, talking about Chief Okotie-Eboh. He was the one that introduced willy-darling activities into the Nigerian civil service, public service. So that can be said to be the beginning of what we will now know as corruption. Going forward, the military era, the visionaries and the perpetrators of the first military coup that took place on the 15th of January 1966, which was led by Major General Chukwuma Kaduna Nzeogwu. One of their prayers and one of their reasons for staging that coup was that they wanted to eradicate every act of corruption. But unfortunately, we saw as the event unfolds in the military regime that corrupt practices became institutionalized, validated and stamped into the aquas of the Nigerian state. So I want to say that corruption has come to stay, come about this fact that the military were the one that institutionalized corruption. It's in the literature. The power that the military men possess in the administration holistic was monopolized. They controlled the monopoly of violence, monopoly of force. The weapons, the armories were with them. Even freedom of speech was prohibited. So that was why even when a corrupt act was discovered, you dare not say it. So that era brought about a sensation in corrupt practices in Nigeria. So we are now in this generation. And I think that the current generation, they have inherited corruption, and we can see that in the activities of even governors and presidents. They tend to, give reasons why corrupt practices which are manifested in embezzlement of funds, misappropriation of public goods, etc., etc. First, this idea that we have been grouped to be people that like rush hour, people that like to rush things, people that like to somersault to the top, people that like to break all the protocol, just move from zero all of a sudden to hero. People that don't want to have a story to tell and they still want to have a glory without clear-cut idea, plan, strategy, action. They just want to become celebrities. So you see a Gen Z wants to get married, no proper planning, no idea, no work, no business. Gen Z wants to tour around the world on an empty pocket. A Gen Z wants to cruise on the best exotic cars and groove around without bringing anything solid to the table. So we have made a caricature of the Gen Z. without bringing anything strong to the table, without adding their input. And I like you to know that most Gen Zs that we see these days are very lazy. That ends, they want to pass the shortcut to doing things, and I'm not comfortable with that. Wow. This is a very, very strong question, and to me, meeting the president, such a great person, and just having 1 minute to discuss with him is a Herculean task for me. What I will let him know is that I will appreciate him for his good work, and just let him know that I believe he should be aware that corruption has eaten into the fiber. First, this idea that we have been grouped to be people that like of the Nigerian system. It is a systemic issue. The best advice I can give to him is that one way it can subsidize or as a Gen Z due the effect of corruption in the country is by suffocating corruption itself. Okay, if I'm to recommend, corruption is very broad and very vague. I will recommend that for Nigeria to get it right, we must get it right with leadership. Everything rises and falls on leadership. There is no way a people can be bigger than their leader. The leader calls the shot. The leader visions, the leader's values must always rub on the people. So if we can get it right on leadership, I believe that we have solved over 50% of our problem. Because if we get it right on leadership, when I say leadership, we need leaders that are value driven, leaders that are data driven, leaders that has come up and have been proven to have and possess the 3 C's, which are character. They are character worthy. Competence, they are competent to meet to solve our problems realistically and work as a team. And also capacity, they have the capacity to deliver. We don't just want theories, we want pragmatic results. And I think that is where we are lacking in Nigeria. Leadership problem, we must solve it first on leadership. Thank you very much.
Thank you for answering all our questions.
Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to the next episode on our podcast, which is Nigeria Unfiltered. Thank you very much. Hi viewers, audience, I like to appreciate you. I must say that this podcast can't see the light of the day, can't break through even without your support. And I richly want to appeal to you that keep encouraging us, like the words of Prophet Oshina Lumogu Ashebe said, until the lion learns to write his own story, the hunter will keep taking the glory. So engage, subscribe, comment, like, share, and promote this podcast. Thank you very much.